Hi everyone.
Hello.
Whoa, it's a podcast times.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Getting hyped. Oh my god. I'm just completely just done with my week. Honestly, I'm just done with my week. I'm totally happy right now with Animal Crossing. I just wish I could stay this way forever. Hey Milk, welcome to the stream. How are you? Ah. Holy shit, he's flooding with DGs. He's
Oh,
actually flooding with DGs. Holy shit.
we haven't even
Thank you,
started.
Milk.
We
Thanks for
haven't
coming to stream.
we haven't even started and we're already getting love.
Yeah, lots of love, lots
Thank
of
you.
like donations.
Ah.
Michael, fucking Michael. Oh my god, let's tango. Yo. Love you too, Milk. Oh my god. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming by.
This podcast is just gonna be sponsored by love.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a full refund to Milk. That's what I'll do. That's how I show my love. Full
Yeah.
refund.
All right. So, welcome guys. It's been too long, but Softy and me are really busy men now because you know
Yeah, career, school,
career,
also
school, love, life,
other life stuff.
stuff like that.
Love life. What love life, dude? Like, we're all fucking quarantined. What love life?
I mean,
Hello?
you have a right hand, I have a left hand, so
Dude.
I know. But we are busy, so we are busy. So, but we are
Yeah.
here, and today we are doing the
Yeah.
podcast again. So I'm happy that Postsoft is back here again, and he has like
Oh, me
one,
too.
two
Oh my
hours.
god, dude.
And we are gonna talk about our free time, which we usually don't have a lot, but we are gonna talk about some free time and hobbies and
Mhm.
stuff we like to do to not be as stressed out as we usually are and to like relax and stuff.
Yeah.
And we didn't prepare this much because we were really busy, but so like we have some topics we want to discuss ourselves, but if you guys have like anything today is literally the perfect day to just tell us. If you want to discuss something about free time, today is the good day. All right?
If you guys just want to share your hobbies, your art, your anything, just like feel free to. Just
Yeah,
drop it in the Discord, drop it in chat, whatever you want.
yeah. So, free time. We wanted like the last time we were here, we were discussing some very bad topics, aka COVID-19, which is a very bad topic indeed. So we were like, okay, let's change it up a bit. Last time was a little bit depressing. Why not make it a little bit more fun today? Like hit and bun, right? You know?
Mm.
So we were like, okay, so let's talk about fun stuff that we do when we're not at work or at school or whatnot. So let's talk about our hobbies. And not what better to start with than to what like hobbies are, or what they can be to people. So, what do you think, Softy? Hobbies, like, or just free time? What do you mean, like, when you say free time to somebody? What is like your version of that?
For me, it's just basically when the deadline isn't a week away, and also when the teachers don't ask you to like basically do something by next week, basically. So like as long as whatever deadlines you have, whatever like really important stuff you need to do
Yeah,
isn't going to keep you busy for the next week.
yeah.
That's when I say it's free time. Yeah, basically, if you've got a whole week of just like your normal routine, and like the workload isn't gonna just spike up in the next week, you know it's not gonna spike up at least.
Mm,
Then I call it free time. If your weekend is here and you're not like um completely decked out with like assignments, I call it free time.
so it isn't
Yeah.
just like Saturday and Sunday when you still need to like I don't know. You're not at school, you're not at work, but you still need to like do some chores at home or like
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
the run to the store or something. That's not free time, right?
I mean, like the regular like grocery trips and stuff. I would consider that free time
Oh, you do?
for
Okay.
me. Like because like afterwards, you're not normally just gonna go straight home, are you? Like provided there's no pandemic. Like you don't
Yeah.
normally just like go straight home. Like
Yeah.
you head out and do stuff as well. And it's fun. Like you can go grocery shopping together with your friends if you want
True.
to.
True.
You can visit new parts of town together with your friends. So
True.
yeah,
Very true.
so I think. But
Uh,
doing the chores is not the free times. Yeah,
no, no,
yeah,
no. But like,
not free.
if you're at home and you like have to like mow the lawn and stuff like that, that's not free time to me. You know, it's still work,
Mm,
kind of. I mean, you don't have to like think about stuff like at work or at school, but it has to be done,
yeah,
and
like general maintenance
yeah,
time. Yeah,
that's not like
but
free
sometimes
time.
it's nice. Sometimes
It is
it's you
nice.
can meditate. Like yeah,
It is nice,
during your whole thing. Yeah,
but it's not free time.
no, it's not.
Like, what's your hobby? Oh, I like to mow the lawn. You know, that's what I like to do.
Yeah, but sometimes people like landscaping as well.
No, okay, that's different, but that's a hobby because you literally work on it as you wish. Mowing the lawn is not something that you want to do. Trust me, it's like
Yeah,
you
that's
have to
true.
do it, unless you're just gonna be living in a jungle soon. Um, all right. Well, for me, free time, I do like those things. I mean, I do like to go to the store and stuff, but it's not free time as in like if somebody asked me what do you like to do in your free time, I wouldn't say, oh, I like to go to the store, or I like to mow the lawn, or I like to landscape, because I don't. I really don't. For me,
Mm,
free time would be like, okay, I have like an hour, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna play video games, for example. Or I'm gonna listen to some music. Just sit here and listen to
mm,
some music. Or stream. Or watch streamers. That's like free time for me, right? Just uh put my brain off and just do something that I just don't have to like concentrate on whatever, you know. Just to
mm.
relax. Anything that relaxes me is literally free time for me. So going to the store, I have to drive, you know, I have to pay attention. It's not relaxed, man. You know, because there's idiots on those streets, man. There's idiots, trust me, and they're so annoying.
Yeah,
Damn.
even before the pandemic, like there
Exactly.
were just people being assholes on the
Yeah,
road.
and that's not relaxing.
Now they're just assholes in the stores rather than on the road. So
Ooh,
yeah.
everywhere, man. Everywhere. Like my friend went to the store the other day and he just wanted to go past all the people just to ask because he didn't say on the outside how long the store is open on weekends, right?
Hmm.
And there was an old lady who almost beat the crap out of him just by going past her.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was literally the nicest guy. Like he's the nicest friend I have, and he just was like explaining to her like in a nice way. I just want to go ask how long they're open, and then I'm gone. That's all. And she started to like yell at him, bitch at him, wanted to actually punch him with the umbrella.
Dude.
You know, that's how people are. You know.
Yeah, but it's an old lady as well. Like, oh my god, shit,
I
that's
know,
so
right?
badass.
Yeah.
That's actually badass.
You wouldn't imagine that from an old lady, but it happens. So yeah, but all right. So that's like the definition of free time that we understand now where we are. But let's say we want to go a little bit deeper into the rabbit hole because I love rabbit holes. How about hobbies? Like specifically hobbies. What do you like to do? So you have some free time now. What do you like to do? What are your hobbies?
Me personally, or like people in general?
Let's start with you because you're more interesting than normal people.
Am I? Am I? Oh wow, dude. The rest of the chat has just been like absolutely just roasted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so sorry, chat. I apologize for my co-host. He's not thinking straight today. He's
and
clearly been doing like a different kind of hobby. That that kind of hobby, mate.
Oh
Like he's
man.
clearly into wine drinking. That's what I mean, dude. Like he's a very sophisticated person.
Yeah, I am drinking solo iced tea. See?
Exactly.
I'm drunk.
Alright, so I obviously like you guys know me on stream. Like I do a bunch of these all the time. Rubik's cubes.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing. And also like I enjoy indie content, so like indie music, indie games, like literally just researching like new coming games to the market and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also like just being in touch with like all the new artists and all the new music, what the artists do. Like that's all I do in my free time really.
Anything
And also
else?
like just watching independent films, honestly. Like the other day I just watched Chloe 2009 actually. It was made in 2009. But it looks like something that was made like last year. So it was a really cool film. Yeah.
How about outdoors? Do you like anything outdoors that relaxes you?
I love hiking.
Hiking. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and I love like scrambling, like rock scrambling.
Rock scrambling. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's super fun. Like I've been all the way up Scotland and also in Wales for like just a whole week of outdoor activities. And then what happened was we ended up doing coasteering, which is climbing down rocks from the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know how there's like big cliffs and stuff like that. Normally they have like rocks split in between, and then you can like climb down. And there are a bunch of
Yeah.
smaller rocks in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coasteering, and then you climb down into the sea, and then you just like swim across the shore over to other little rocks and stuff. Yeah, just along the coast, just all along the coast. You can go out really, really far if you wanted to. There's also like places where you can jump. Basically, you can like climb up the rocks and then like there's different points. There's one part, I think all the way in Scotland, where there are three rocks, like shortest, medium, tallest, right? And you can actually just like pick which one and you jump off it. It's really fun. It was like one of the craziest weeks in my time here in the UK.
I mean, I know what
Yeah,
it is, but I wouldn't have pegged you as somebody who would like that, because you don't give that vibe, man.
I don't like normally like heights and stuff like that, but like I know there's water underneath, and I
Yeah,
love the I just love the like feeling of travel, you know. But like obviously everyone else is around me. You have to have the guide and everyone's safe. But like, yeah, I just love the idea of just like having time for yourself in the outdoors. It's just nice.
true, true.
Yeah,
So when you
and
say
also
when you
yeah,
say
the
hiking,
jumping. Hmm?
when you say hiking, can you be more specific? Where do you like to hike? How do you like to hike? Because there's like different, options that you can have with hiking.
So like, I don't agree with urban hiking really, because like, I mean, you're taking up a lot of car fumes, and also like,
Yeah,
it's not exactly gonna like keep you calm. It's not relaxing at all because you're just dodging people, dodging cars, and stuff like that. I don't think urban hiking is a thing anyway. Like it's just called walking, isn't it? Then
yeah, sure, sure, yeah.
like I mean, you could be a hitchhiker. You can be a hitchhiker. You can backpack.
But
Like
that's a
it's not
different,
urban hiking, is it?
yeah. You don't like urban. You like mountains and hills and stuff.
Yeah,
Nature.
yeah. I like doing that. I like exploring cities. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that's the same thing as hiking. I never think of it as the same thing as hiking. I like basically just like walking in the woods, honestly, and like if it's a mountain, I don't want it to be like
Too high.
basically just like plain, just a straight up just a plain forest sort of thing. Like I like it when there's like a bunch of boulders and rocks you can climb up
Mm-hmm.
and scramble all the way up to the top. I love that. I love that shit. I don't trust ropes, which is why I don't like rappelling. But
None of us do.
yeah, if you're asking me to basically do like what's called via ferrata, where
Mm-hmm.
they have like iron spikes in
Yeah.
the cliff face, I
Yeah.
can do that. What I
But
can't do is the wires across two trees.
oh
Like
really?
I said, I can't trust ropes. I just don't trust ropes.
Damn.
But I've done it before. They basically made us run a whole course with the ferrata.
Yeah.
So you climb up the ferrata, you walk along this cliff face, and the cliff face has like really really small footholds as well. So it's dodgy as all hell. But obviously you're safe because they have a safety harness and everything. I
Yeah.
don't trust ropes, but you're safe. And then there's the wire across the cliff to the tree, and then the tree to the other tree. They want you to like go across with another set of two wires on you,
Mm-hmm.
like at your waist. They're here, and then you hold on to them.
Yeah.
And the wire you walk on obviously is thicker for your legs. But still, if you shake in the middle of the wire, I've seen people fall in the worst ways, dude. It's just not nice. I saw someone do skid mark right along their thigh. It was not fun.
So you
But
wouldn't like
yeah,
to work in a circus then?
no, no. Being a circus worker is not my hobby.
No?
Thank God.
All right. So when you say hiking, when you said like mountains, do you like really high mountains, or do you like hills, or I don't know, how long do you like to hike for, or how steep?
Like hiking for about 6 hours. If
6 hours.
I'm with a guide, if I'm with a guide, I can do about 8, 9. As long as like there's actually company, so I don't feel fucking scared of like just looking down and just seeing the entire hill slant and like I get heights, like scared of heights because of I feel it doesn't make sense. Like in my brain, like you're flat, you're sitting on a flat place, right?
Yeah.
It feels like you're sitting on a flat place, but then when you look at it physically, like it's like the ground underneath you is like completely slanted like that. Like it's just steep all the way down, and it doesn't make sense to my head. So I just get the worst like vertigo. You know that feeling like where your stomach drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's vertigo, and I don't cope well with it.
So
I just
what's
freeze out.
what's the highest mountain you've been on?
It was you can look up the name. It's Bensker Hill. It's one of the like 281 different Munro Mountains in Scotland.
Okay.
Munro Mountains are like a special type of mountain that they're classified based on like how tall they are from sea level and other things as well. So yeah, that was pretty tall. That was a pretty tall mountain
Okay.
because it had basically what they call a false summit. So when you climb up the mountain and you see the top, that's not actually the top. Like it looks like the top, and that's why they call it a false summit. But once you get there, you realize it's like here, and the top is all the way up here,
Mm-hmm.
outshot. Just
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So
it's a
how tall
weird
was
thing.
it?
Yeah.
How tall was it, if
Um,
you remember?
I don't know actually, but it took us like 8 hours to like basically climb up and then back down again.
Damn.
So, yeah, it was fun. It
Respect.
was a really fun experience. Like I wouldn't give up
Respect.
give up anything about it. Yeah, I wouldn't give up anything about that climb. It was really fun, except for the part where you had to go through a forest at the start.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
when we coming back down, everything was fine until you get into the forest again. And in Scotland, they have these things called midges and horseflies.
Yeah.
Those are scary as shit. Hey, Archer.
Really?
Yeah,
We don't have that here.
yeah. So midges and horseflies. Horseflies are the scariest fucking things because they're huge, right? And they bite you, and it stings. It's so fucking painful. but
I'm never
what
going to
happens
Scotland.
is, yeah, what happens is it doesn't actually like like it doesn't affect you that much. Like it's not toxic or anything. It just hurts
But it stings.
and
Yeah, I
then leaves
know,
a
I
red
know.
mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
And midges are scary because they're tiny as fuck. Because there's so many of them and they're super tiny. So
Hey,
they
did
can
you?
climb up your clothes. I still remember one of the stories that my teachers told me. Not fun. Yeah, Archer. So we're talking about hobbies today. I was talking about like climbing
Yeah,
with my
hobbies.
friend. Yeah.
Hobbies.
Yeah, so we were talking about like rock scrambling for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just had to talk about like stuff I went through in Scotland. So yeah.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Scotland.
Scotland, yes. Where
The whole
you
country.
go to feed your cows.
Scotland has nice mountains, nice pubs, nice women. uh,
I don't know about that, Hugh. I don't know about that.
oh, you don't know? Oh, I do know. I do know. Trust me. And there are very nice women there. Because
I thought the stereotype was that they were really like tall and really strong. Like that's pretty much the only thing I know.
I
Those
always
that are really
connect
tall and really strong
dwarves. I always
will beat
connect
your ass.
dwarves, man. Dwarven women.
Dwarven. Uh,
Yeah, I always connect them with Scotland.
okay.
And they drink beer and they're always like in a bad mood.
Oh, that's just the UK in general. Like
Oh
most
yeah.
most of the people are just grumpy little shits.
Welcome to England. This is the land of grumpy little shits. And you would be
Like
perfect.
Scotland is in England, alright? Scotland is in England.
But it is in the Great Britain, so. Ah! Very funny.
I think it is. I don't think it is in Great Britain. I
You
think
don't think it
for
is?
saying that. I'm not gonna lie.
Scotland is in America, officially. You heard it
Oh yeah,
first. You heard it
yeah,
here first. Softy said it.
yeah.
This
Actually,
guy.
Trump is doing like a really big investment deal. So now Scotland belongs to America. Just saying.
So that's how he's
Like we
gonna
are gonna have
save.
some new neighbors, man.
So that's how he's gonna save coronavirus. He's gonna buy Scotland from Europe.
Yeah, dude. He's gonna like sell the plaid, like the freaking skirts
Yeah,
that they wear. Yeah, yeah. He's gonna sell all those and make a profit, and then he's gonna cure COVID. That's what his plan is.
I thought he was gonna like buy Scotland and then get those leprechauns
Oh no, no, no!
and
He's buying Scotland because they have such valuable plaid. You know, that plaid pattern, dude. That you can't replicate it anywhere else.
I know, but if you buy Scotland, you get those leprechauns for free and they grant you some wishes. So.
No, the leprechauns are in Ireland. Get your
Oh
fucking
shit!
country,
Right.
dude.
Damn.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm sorry. It's been so
The
long.
leprechauns come second. Don't you realize, like, play this where it's at, okay? Play this the real treasure.
All right.
It's actually the real treasure.
I know this is gonna piss off like every viewer we have, but whenever I think of Scotland and Ireland, I'm like, same shit. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're gonna be so upset.
That's just me.
Oh, if only we had more EU viewers here. Shit.
Yeah. But yeah, they're Irish. Yeah, right. Right,
Irish people are cringing.
Irish people are cringing. That is true. That is true. But yeah. So let's not talk about Trump today because free time is not the time I talk about Donald Trump.
Yeah, most people who spend their free time on Trump should probably reevaluate their priorities.
Or take a rocket to Mars.
Yeah, just have a little vacation on Mars.
Just stay there
Not too
forever.
bad.
We don't care. And also, if you like Trump, I mean, if you think about Trump in free time, please don't watch this stream, please, because I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
even if it's in like the I hate Trump way, like I don't agree with that either. Like just if you spend that much time thinking about Trump and how much you hate him in your free time, why don't you just spend time like supporting other people who kind of want to do good in the world?
Yeah,
Yeah, just stop hating. Just stop hating people and like do good. Like it seems like a really logical thing you could do in your free time.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was discussing with a friend of
Be a
mine.
philanthropist in your free time. Sounds good.
That's exactly
Sounds
what
like a
I
healthy activity.
that's exactly what I was discussing with a friend of mine last time we were talking about such stuff. And he just started like arguing, like we were playing a video game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just had like a nice discussion with him. Oh, this is too bright, sorry. Um, and just like the topic went like to politics because sometimes you just have to talk about politics, right? And we discussed like Donald Trump for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, you know what, dude, this is enough. This is enough. I want to like enjoy the video game. I want to talk about some other fun stuff, blah blah blah. And he just didn't want to stop. So I was like, okay, dude. So you like to talk about Donald Trump so much. Why don't you, instead of talking to me about him for the past 30 minutes, why don't you just call him and just go on a date, for fuck's sake?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude.
Not go on a date, but like, dude, just go and like yell at him for all it's worth. Like, he's not gonna come down from his presidency, but like, you
Doesn't
can yell
have
at
to
him. Go
yell.
ahead.
No, doesn't have to yell. I mean, like,
Yeah.
some people are just obsessed with, like, I never understood the obsession with famous people. I never did. I mean,
No. Oh
I
no.
do like somebody who does something. Let's say, I don't know, who do I like so much, really much? Let's say Will Smith. I really like Will Smith
Yeah.
because he's funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even if I met him in real life, I wouldn't be like, oh, it's Will Smith, oh my fucking god! No, why? I mean, he's human like me. I mean, sure, he did some stuff that I didn't. He's more famous and stuff. But dude, why obsess? What's gonna happen? You're gonna.
Yeah. Just don't fucking like
I don't get
kiss
it.
the ground they walk on. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I would probably go up to him, shake his hand, be like, hey, Will, I'm your one of the biggest fans. But that's it. Nothing more. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be like a screaming cow or something.
Yeah. Some people call them land whales.
Oh yeah, yes,
Land whales.
perfect.
Yeah, that's what some people call them.
Yeah, perfect,
Oh my god,
perfect.
it is like a really phase for a lot of like teenage girls, teenage guys sometimes, especially if you're like someone who's into Taylor Swift and all that shit.
Dude, you just reminded me
Oh
when we
man,
were young. Do you remember Caught in the Act?
who?
Caught in the Act, the band.
No, I don't remember the band.
They were like the opposite of Backstreet Boys, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they were really famous back in the 90s. They had like a few songs that were really famous. And especially like in Slovenia, in my country, girls were just like, right? And one day they actually came. They had a concert and they came to Ljubljana, right?
Right.
Which is my capital, right? And I remember we were actually passing by. We had like an excursion, and we were passing by that evening, and they actually saw them. Our schoolmates saw them, so the girls saw them. Uh, Dude, you have no idea if at that point you had like an apparat or let's say a machine that could actually capture all the energy that came from those girls' lungs. Holy crap, man, this world would be saved for centuries. That's how loud they were, and that's how pathetic they
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
And I was like, why? I mean, come on. Sure, I mean, okay, they're your idols. You like them, how they sing, how they look, blah, blah, blah. Sure. But to act like an idiot just for that? I rather be single for my entire life than just have such a girlfriend. Just me, you know.
I think it's fine, but like when you're like just like some people throw their fucking like bras at stage. Just
Yeah, I never understood that. Why would you do that? What's he gonna have with it?
like one of the things, like if you do it just because like it's a funny story, I guess that okay. Like for me personally, like just doing stuff for a funny laugh, yeah, okay. But like if you do it just fat like band member maybe gets it and then, like what are they gonna do with it? It's not gonna. I'll be honest with you, like it's just wrong.
Yeah,
Like you do accept something like that.
yeah,
Like just based on publicity sake, like just don't do it. Like for your own sake, just don't do it, please. Like you deserve better than that. Like some dude who's just probably never gonna like actually, you know, no one's actually gonna fucking like screw you from that band, right?
yeah.
Because yeah, they're them, and it's like it's wrong. It's also creepy to like screw your fans because it's like a weird power dynamic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, the other day I had a really interesting discussion with my mom. Watch this. Listen to this one. So we were discussing like jobs around the world, right?
Mm.
And I am like I consider myself an intelligent guy because I am. I mean, I know a lot of stuff. I've been in school for let's say 20 years. I know a lot of stuff. You know, I've been around. That's not me saying that I'm like the best there is. But, you know, I do know some stuff. So, and I also like to think about stuff aloud, right? I like to talk about stuff, you know, even if something bothers me, even if there is like some uh, thing that is accepted by society, it's not necessarily that I accept it. You know, I like to talk about it. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do podcast with Softy. You know, because we like to discuss stuff, even if we don't see eye to eye, or even if we don't agree on something that society agrees on. That's what I like about me and Softy. We like to discuss stuff, and there's no like heated debate or something, right? So we were discussing jobs, right? And I've started thinking. I started talking out loud. Why do we live in a world where musicians and actors get millions of dollars just by acting on stage while they do not do nothing for the society, basically? Do they? I mean, let's be honest. What do they do? Absolutely nothing. They don't help anybody by acting, right? And then on the other hand,
That they inspire people to do something.
dude. Yeah,
It's just
right.
weird. It's cyclical though. Like you're inspiring them to sing, like dance, and then what you inspire the next generation to sing and dance. Like,
No, but
where's the contribution there? Is
let's
my
say
question. Yeah.
let's say you're an actor and you're in
Yeah.
a famous show and you make 100K per week, which is another problem, right? On the other hand, you have a doctor who's like a world renowned doctor, like a surgeon, and he makes
Mm.
10K. You get my point? Why does he, who
I mean,
saves
are those
lives,
actual statistics? Is my first like reaction to that. Are those actual figures? Like, I don't think
I
it's like just
heard,
art.
I heard, dude, listen, I heard when Game of Thrones, the series, the second one came out, so the second season, there were the best three actors were making half a million per month. Not kidding you, half a million per month. And that how is that like how is that gonna like what do they do? They just act there for like a year and they get like what 5 million per year, dude. You know how much money that is just for acting? You don't do shit. You just act. And then
I
like do you have a
mean,
doctor who
this is the
makes
same thing.
nothing?
This is the same thing with like video game idea that like something that
I
doesn't
know.
actually impact society is like worth more than like anything else that might be of use to us.
I know, and
It's a weird argument.
I
Yeah.
know, but then like we went further with my mom because my mom is also like she likes to discuss stuff, and then we touched on like football players who also get a lot of money, right? Just by playing football. And then like a few of those jobs, and then my mom was like, she had enough, and she was like, you know why this actually happens, and why those people get so much money? Because it's a society thing. This is what people like to see, like to do, like to go to the cinema, like to watch football, and that's why they give a lot of money. That's why there are big stadiums of like 100,000 people there. If it wasn't popular, nobody would pay for it, right? So it's our own fault. We actually do this to ourselves. We actually like, oh, he's a famous actor. I need to give him like $500,000 to just play in this stupid movie that I made, right?
Mhm.
Just to have that person, so people are like, oh, he plays in this movie. The movie sucks, but that guy is just so cute and so awesome. That's just our fault. So
Mhm.
it shouldn't be like that because, on the other hand, like especially what comes to my mind is like firefighters, dude. Those guys are literally legends in my eyes. They're
What
like heroes.
what I think is like the main thing is just the marketing.
Yeah,
Like whenever marketing thing gets involved, right, it gets all like screwy weird
yeah,
because marketing is built on like things like pseudoscience, and it's also built on things like just people who are naturally, they're called shrewd, but like they're just good at conning. They're pretty good at conning, making you like respond to like your base impulses. That's what marketing's about. It's like making you suddenly think like, oh, this is something I immediately need right now, and then like you forget what you need long term. That's what marketing is, and marketing is in every like industry that you've just mentioned, like the footballers,
yeah,
the freaking movies, the freaking like acting,
yeah, yeah,
freaking acting, music,
yeah,
everything that has like that big money, that big money energy to it. It's just marketing has something to do with it. There's definitely a correlation at least. Like it's not just because like everyone adores it or anything. It's just because like there's a whole dedicated team of corporate assholes who just they need it to do well, so it does do well, and they make calculated decisions to make it do well.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just reminded me. Have you heard of the Fire Festival?
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
Marketing was just so strong with that one, wasn't it?
right. Yeah,
Yeah. I watched the Netflix about it. Yeah,
me
the
too,
Netflix show about Firefest.
dude.
Yeah. If you guys, if your like hobbies they don't go to resorts like that. Just if your hobby is like going to like plan the trip yourself, and also don't trust anything like that. Where like enter this contest, and if you're a big
No, no, no,
Instagram
no, no, no.
personality, we'll send you to the island. That never works out well. Like there's nothing you ever get in this
Whatever it says, like if you
straight
get a
up
mail
free.
or something,
Yeah,
congratulations, you won something, and then,
yeah.
nope.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing you ever get is free, and
Exactly.
nothing you like don't plan for yourself is gonna turn out like 100% the way you think it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I had to learn this the hard way when I was a little bit younger. Uh, those pyramid schemes that they have, right?
Oh right, yeah.
So I was like 18 years old, and I just got my driver's license, and I got an email which was really convincing at that time. And now I know it's like really bad, but at the time I was like, oh, I want some money. What? Where?
Holy
And
shit.
and they describe stuff like that it actually looked really real. And I was like, okay, so this is gonna help me actually, in the long time. And it wasn't like that much of a money back then. It was like, let's say, $5,000 right now. It's not that much, right? But I was still like, I was 18. I mean, $5,000. That's not that's good, right? So I actually talked my mom and dad into literally loaning me another $5,000 so I could literally invest into something because of that money that I supposedly got, right? And at first they didn't want to, but then they were like, okay, all right, seems legit. Let's try. We come to the bank one day and we want to make that deposit to that account that they gave us, right? And I was literally talking to the employee there, and she actually was not sure, so she called her boss, and the boss came down, and we were discussing, how this could be potentially a scam. But by the looks of it, it even they were not sure. That's how good it was actually formulated, right?
Okay.
And I was like, okay, so I had like $1 million dollars, which were like my currency back in the days, which is now, let's say, I don't know, 10,000 euros. So basically,
It's a
not
lot.
that. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I was like, I was discussing this with myself. I was like, I could do this. I don't want to do this. Blah blah blah. But in the end, just something said to me, like in my mind, this is probably a scam, and nobody's gonna give you money or whatever for free, because there's always a catch. There's always a catch, right?
Mhm.
So the last second before the transfer went through, I was like, you know what? Stop. I want the money back. I don't want to do this. Fuck it. Even if I wanted to be even if I was gonna be a millionaire, my conscience says no. I'm sorry, I cannot do this.
Yeah.
And just by doing that, my mom and dad, when they saw this, they were like, "Oh, this guy is awesome. We have like a nice child." And guess what they did? They actually bought me a new car for that money. So I got the new car the same day.
I mean, it's a bit like you got a rich.
I got like a
Okay,
reward.
okay, dude, and you got a free car.
Yeah. So I was happy. Yeah. And that was
Okay.
legit. I didn't like they didn't say I need like to do something. They were like, this is nice, here's a new car. Enjoy. And I was happy. That's all I wanted. I wanted the car just to drive to my girlfriend. That's all I wanted. So yeah, whenever you get something for free, there is always a catch. Don't even think about people just give money to for free, right? I mean, if me and Softy had like free money, like if we were billionaires, that's a different story. That's a different story. But we are not billionaires. I mean, I'm not. Softy probably is. That look means he has some money somewhere stashed under
Nah, nah,
under some.
nah, nah. Couldn't be, couldn't be.
But yeah, don't trust people, especially with money. Don't trust people. But yeah, we went a little bit off course here, so let's go
Yeah,
back
we were
to
talking about hobbies, right?
let's
Yeah.
go back to hobbies, because getting money is
Yeah, we're
not
talking about
hobbies.
pyramid schemes. Like, do you get into pyramid schemes often? Is that your hobby?
No, 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 that's not my hobby.
Chat. Who's
Oh,
been a
chat.
pyramid
Oh,
scheme victim?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Discuss it with
Who's been a
chat.
pyramid scheme victim? Me. Wow, pineapple. Wow, dude. That's on the tree. Damn. Alright. Hello. Hey.
By the way, Softy, your camera is a little bit low quality right now. I don't know what's up.
No quality? Oh, it's just the lighting, I think. Hold
Oh, it's
on.
the lighting. Okay.
How's that? Okay.
Even worse.
Even worse. Okay, hold on.
Holy crap.
How's this? How's this? Is this okay? It's good? Yeah, yeah. Pineapple thinks it's good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's better.
It's better.
It's better.
Dude, I think that's your internet because the webcam is actually like on point. Like
No,
there's
no,
nothing.
yeah, probably my internet is a little bit shit right now, but It was a little bit
Oh,
worse. The quality is better now. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
cool.
Okay, so my free time. I have a lot of free time lately. I mean, I don't, but um,
I had a lot of free time before now. I I just need time to like finish up my homework. That's all.
no, but I mean free time as in like when you're really like done with something, when you're like I don't know, done your work in the morning, then you had like lunch. Even lunch for me is not free time to be honest, because I'm like on a time, you know. I have to eat this meal in 15 minutes. That's not free time because I'm like pressured, right?
Me, I made free time for myself. I learned how to do that. It's a nice skill to have. Like
Teach me,
basically,
master.
what I've done is like I mixed two things together that I could probably like do like a hobby and like work together.
Yeah,
Yeah, or if I can like just mix streaming together with my lunch, I just do that. Like I have lunchtime on stream sometimes. And it's nice because chat at least knows that I'm feeding myself, and also like they get to see what I'm feeding myself with. So yeah, you guys get to see a little bit of what I go through today.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
So my free
yeah,
time, let's see. I'm a sucker. I've always been a sucker for video games. That's you know, whenever I have like 2 hours just to relax myself, I'm gonna play a video game. It doesn't matter which one. I'm just gonna play a video game, or I'm gonna listen to some music, because music is just my passion. And I'm actually right now I'm learning how to produce music. That is
pretty
incoming.
cool.
Mm-hmm. Because I am a DJ. You don't know this probably, but I'm DJ. So there will be interesting streams in the future. Don't even worry about it. David Guetta in the house, bitches. um, but apart from that, just going outside, just like walking in nature, just maybe making some nice pictures, some photographs, hanging with friends. That really relaxes me because I have nice friends. Even like going to a pub for like a nice drink, not getting drunk, just not just sit
Dude,
down.
I love going to a pub and just like
Yeah,
yeah, having a big old like just platter of stuff with your friends and then just drinking. Just like
exactly.
having like just beers, just like light alcohol, obviously. Not fucking straight vodka shots. Like dude, different place. Different
Yeah, yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah. Just like
Yeah.
sit down, relax, drink a little, talk to friends. Don't worry about anything.
Yeah.
That. Other than that, I used to love like I can't right now because of my heart condition. I can't do sports, but I am like a sucker for football. I love basketball. I love volleyball. Jesus Christ, I love so many sports. Swimming, everything, even hiking. I loved hiking back in the days. I was like, I have a friend. We used to go like every 2 weeks. We went on a like small mountains. We have like very small mountains around here, but there's like plenty of them. And each week, each second week, we went on a small mountain, dude. It was so good. Like Jesus Christ, so relaxing. And the views, man, the views are like when you see the view, you're like, oh, this is life, and you forget about
Yeah.
all the problems, and you're like, your body and your mind are just like at ease for a few seconds. So good. But my friend, for example, he's actually a male, right? But he loves yoga, just for that reason. He
Okay.
loves yoga.
No.
I mean, dude, why not? If it relaxes you, why not? Plus, there is a lot of hot chicks there, so there's always a catch. I told you, there's always a
Yeah, there's
catch.
always a catch. There you go.
Like I like doing stuff with Softy, but there's a catch. You guys don't know it. You know? He doesn't know it either. But there's gonna be a catch in the end. No, no. Softy is my he's my soft spot.
This. Do I get to say this? I thought remember last time you asked me about being soft spot. Hello. Instead.
It's called being a joke, man. Come on, I like joking. You know this, or do I?
Yeah, right.
Stay
That's
tuned.
a real question here. Or do you?
Or do I?
Hmm.
No, but yeah.
Thoughts.
To be honest, when I started on caffeine, now this is like the intermediate that we're having right now because I feel a little bit. Uh, I feel some feelings coming up, so I need to like unwind and stuff.
Hmm.
So Jesus Christ, this sucks. This lighting sucks today. Um, so when I started on caffeine like 4 months ago, I didn't like imagine what was to come. And even when I was discussing stuff with Softy, like we're gonna do podcasts, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this. I was like, it's just gonna be like a normal show, just talking, just nothing too special, just being like two guys. But even after doing it the first time, dude, I
Yeah, you
was
start to realize
I was like,
there's a
wow,
lot of background stuff with
yeah,
podcasts. Yeah.
yeah, and I was surprised at how much fun we had and what we were doing, and also like the fun stuff, the not the fun stuff, the laughing part, because I used to be
Is yeah.
when I was on Twitch just by myself and just playing games, and I didn't have the camera at all. I just have a microphone. I was so tense, man. You have no idea. You know that feeling when you go like in front of a big crowd and you need to like make a speech and you have no idea what you're gonna say? That feeling. Like really bad feeling, you're gonna be like you're gonna break, have a breakdown. But then, even the first time, I mean, we were not perfect.
Hey, hey, Trevor, how are you?
We didn't prepare stuff at all. Like we were like just talking about Valentine's Day and stuff. But at that time, I
Trying things out,
knew
man.
this is like the quality free time that I want to spend, like streaming, doing podcasts, doing talking with Softy, blah blah blah, talking with you guys. And I don't regret. And every time, like when not right now, but back in like a month or 2 months ago, when I got
Hmm.
called from the hospital to come there for a week, I actually felt sad because not because of my health, but because I was like, okay, so this week I cannot stream. Sounds weird, but you get attached to something that you really like, and I can't spend like a week without streaming and talking to people.
Yeah, honestly, for me right now, like streaming has become part way hobby, part way. It's like a Zen garden that what?
Way of life.
It's a way of life. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I can't fully support my own living this way, but like it's a Zen garden that gives back. Honestly,
yeah. I mean, at some point,
100%.
if you or me and if you and me stick, let's say, to caffeine, I'm pretty sure after like a year or 2 years, you will be able to sustain yourself just by like living off streaming, right? It is possible.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't like stress about it. I wouldn't like tell the viewers, oh,
yeah.
here's my PayPal, give me money. Some
It's
people do that, but I don't do that.
possible to sustain yourself with like you don't need donations. You can do deals and like
Exactly.
ads with
Exactly.
like big companies. That's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. There we go. Much better.
It's just a matter of like how you get in touch with them because a lot of people do it the wrong way
Yeah.
and then they just get screwed because they don't have any hope of doing sponsorships.
Also, Softy, before I forget, this
Hmm?
this podcast is sponsored by my wardrobe again.
Yeah, right.
Such a nice
You
wardrobe.
spread deals, sponsorships. There's a million ways. Yeah. So you can do what hit&bun is doing and just market your own fucking wardrobe, your own merch.
That is my
So if you
merch.
market your own merch,
That is
Yeah, you can basically support yourself as a streamer if you want. Yeah,
that is my
make it full
merch.
time.
I bought it in the store. I buy my merch in my store. It's not my store, but it's somebody else's store.
Yeah. I think it's all about just getting your foot in the door at the
Yeah,
start, like just like in any other tree, like in acting.
true.
Just get your foot in the door, and then like you'll slowly cry your way in. That's about it too. Yeah, merch, brand deals, sponsorships.
There's a
I
lot you
can't
can
think of any
do.
other ones,
Yeah,
but
I know. It's not about like the viewers giving
also
money.
doing it for chop chop. Exactly.
Yeah. So the viewers giving money is just like I consider like when somebody donates me something, I'm like, this is like a bonus. This is like a reward for me. This is like if I do something good, somebody comes along and she's like, okay, here's like $5. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, this is awesome.
I just take it as like this is amazing. Like
Yeah, yeah,
getting anything back from this is amazing.
exactly. And that's like that motivates me to do and be even better.
Yeah,
To
Trevor agrees with you.
yeah,
Trevor really does agree with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So those are our free time stuff. We like to rock. Damn it. Can, English today is not a good language. Can we speak in something else? Do you speak Cantonese or um, Vietnamese or Korean? Can you do Korean, please?
Me, Korean.
Yeah. Can you do Korean? No.
안녕하세요.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
감사합니다.
This this podcast is brought to you by Korean software.
Korea something.
Uh,
Trevor says he can't even most of the time. So like, what are you expecting out of him?
sorry, didn't
Trevor
get.
says he can't speak English properly most of the time. So like, what are you expecting out of him?
Uh, just speak however you want to speak, dude.
Hey, there you go, chat. There you go. That's a very good message. Speak however the fuck you want, because no one cares whether you make sense or not.
Exactly. I
Be
mean,
brave.
speak,
Speak your own damn language.
speak. Like people can understand you. That yeah, you can that not. But speak however you want. If I mean, I don't like cursing anymore. But hey, if you're used to it, just don't curse around like small kids. That's all I can say, right? But speak however you want. If you want to speak like you're home somewhere, or you want to speak like the president or like an actor, dude, that's your decision. That's your life. If somebody says, "How are you speaking?" just ignore. He's an idiot, probably. Don't worry about him, right? And nobody speaks fluent anything. Don't worry. Even I'm a translator. I've been learning English for my whole life, and since I haven't been doing a lot of, let's say, one on, see, I suck. Even if I haven't been doing a lot of one-on-one talks with English people, I do it sometimes, but not a lot lately. My English goes down, but I don't care. People still understand me, and they say, "Oh, your English is not bad." Thanks. Great, we understand each other. That's more than enough. Nobody's perfect. So just talk how you want to talk. If you understand us, that's all we ask. If you don't understand us, just ask what did I say? What did Sophie say? Because we like to iterate on what we said, or just explain. Right? Don't be
Yeah,
don't be
of
shy.
course. Yeah, of course.
We don't bite.
There will be there will be some biting, but that's for after stream. That's for the OnlyFans.
All right. It's been
That's
nice
for the
knowing you.
OnlyFans account.
See you, chat. Bye bye.
We did it, chat. We did it. Clap. QoS. Stay off the stream. Let's go. All right, my podcast now. My podcast now. Hi, everyone.
Hell no. Not that easy, man. Oh my god.
Just reminded me, I gotta hydrate myself.
Yeah, hydrating is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always good.
I'm gonna step off stream and it's now your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, hello. I'm Softy. Uh, oh man. So let's. How are we video chatting on caffeine? So we're using Discord, right?
Nice to
Discord.
hold the crowd on your own, is it?
It
Oh,
is. It
nice.
is. It is. So we have Discord, right? Discord is for chatting, and we used it, and then we just use our cameras. So I'm on the right side, he's on the left side, and we just call each other, just like Skype. You guys know Skype, right? You just call somebody and you have like a video, and then just like put one camera on the right side, one on the left side. Bam! Just put it into OBS. Works like a charm. Nothing too hard. It's really easy. And then you can guys,
Thinking someone about how to set up podcasts.
yeah. And then like we just put some like our names on top and like our links on below, so you guys can see where to find us and more stuff about us. It's not that hard. It just requires a little bit of, you know.
A little bit of like brain
So you
power.
can use regular OBS to show your screen and browser. Yeah, pretty much.
You also need assets like basically images,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
text that moves like
yeah,
if you want it.
yeah.
Just something. Just
Just
something.
something, yeah. You can literally just make something your own, or just Google. I don't care.
Yeah. But if you go on Google and then use the assets, you run the risk of like, someone's gonna find you and then copyright you.
Ah,
But like, it's
mm,
catchy. It's not YouTube. It's catchy.
even like okay. So if you look for a picture that's on the first page of the Google search, sure, don't use that. But if it's on the 50th page, don't worry about it. Let's be honest. Don't worry about it. If it's like let's say there's a picture like the YouTube sign, the official YouTube sign, right? The Y, and if you use the first 5 pictures of YouTube, yeah, they're gonna find you and they're gonna murder your cats, right? Probably. If you use a similar like a YouTube sign that's on the sec
What
on
is a
the
bootleg YouTube site, basically?
you know the no, I forgot, for fuck's sake.
No, it's just don't use logos that are by like
You
really
know the
big
red sign
recognized
with the with
names.
the play button.
Play button. It's a play
Yeah,
button. Yeah.
yeah. But if you just use the one that's literally like red and the white button, that's YouTube. That's you cannot use this as your sign for something, right? You cannot use that, right? But if you use something similar, like just like a normal play button and be like, okay, this is YouTube, dude, nobody's gonna be like on your ass, right? Nobody.
Yeah. So what you should try to do, like, is basically make friends with an artist or like
Yeah,
do pick up art for yourself. Like, just
not pick
it's
up
not
artists, just
it's
artists.
not the worst thing to actually learn.
Not pick up
Like,
artists.
even if you're not amazing at it, like you can make a basic logo. Like I trust that you've got in you to like make a logo because you're like if you're in this industry and you really want to like really want to do this right,
Yeah.
you'd have the passion to actually come up with your own logo in your head. So all you have to do is just like work at it a couple of days. It's not gonna be like easy, but like nothing is. Right?
Nothing is, yeah, that's true.
Mm.
So I'll give you an example. My new YouTube channel, and I'm not doing this to promote myself. I'm just giving you guys an example, right? Uh, let me find. Oh, sorry.
Talking about hobby.
I know. It's like a diverse
We're
one.
making it busy. We're just making it visual.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We will still discuss it. All right. So my YouTube channel, right? For the longest time, I had like a picture of like a World of Warcraft character because I was playing World of Warcraft, right? But then when I started on caffeine, I was like, I need a new background, and for that you actually need, like Softy said, you need like an artist to draw something for you, basically. Because if you use a picture, you could get demonetized and stuff like that, and that's not what you want, right? But I was like, I don't have the money right now, or even if I did, I want to do it myself. It doesn't have to be something professional, just something, that stands out from the crowd. So I went on a site called Canva, which is like a free to,
I know campus.
yeah, really nice website for free painting and stuff. And I just literally found like a nice easy background, which is free to use, not like something that you have to buy. So I have like two what are those called? Two vines on each side going down, right? And then I was like, okay, so in the middle I could just like make two small pictures. Like I have a gamepad and a microphone, and the gamepad says it's fun gaming, which is what I do. I play video games. The microphone is for podcasts, which we are doing right now, and then my name in the middle. It doesn't look like something professional, but people say it's not bad, so they know what I'm doing, what my name is. The picture looks really nice, and it took me 30 minutes, by myself, just a little bit. So everybody can. Oh shit! There we go. Sorry, I misclicked. So everybody can do it, Everybody can do it. If you just whatever you do, like when I started streaming, I was really bad. I still am. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm normal. I know what I'm doing right now. But this is free time, Softy. This is free time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
When I started
Yeah.
on Twitch,
Mm-hmm.
when I started on Twitch, I was really, really insecure. My Twitch was really bad. I didn't have like my website set up, nothing, no links, no nothing, right? But people still came, and somebody came, and I remember playing a video game, and I was like, I had like this description that says, okay, if you want to donate, click here. That's the only thing I had on my screen. Nothing else. Not my name, nothing else. Just, the donation part.
Yeah.
And somebody came, and he was really nice about it, and he was like, oh, hello. So you're playing, like, I don't know, I think I was playing Titan Quest at the time. Nice game, gave me some advice what to do, what not to do. And then he was like, okay, I see you're pretty new here on Twitch. You don't know how to do this and that. And instead of just pointing out, oh, this guy just is all about donations, you suck, blah, 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 no camera, right? He gave me like the 10 nicest tips that actually help me right now. I'm actually using them right now. I'm not kidding you. And he helped me like, okay, put your name on. If you do like a podcast, do this. Try to get a camera. Don't just talk about donations, because people will give you if you're good or if they appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah.
Stuff like that I actually didn't know by myself, right? And now when I'm here, I'm actually glad that I actually met that person, that viewer. He actually came a few times around back in the days just to see how I'm doing, which is also nice. But he made me think about what I'm doing here, why I'm streaming, why I'm doing podcasts, how I can improve, how like the first time me and Softy were doing podcasts here, it was just like you could literally just see Softy and me. That was it, nothing else. And besides, my camera was really dark because I didn't have a good camera.
Yeah.
Then, after 2 weeks, after
Mine
talking,
was grainy as shit, and the
exactly,
yes on it was just absolutely dog shit. Like
exactly.
you just saw me moving in blocks and chunks. Like it was not fun.
Yeah, and then we were discussing how we can improve this, and Softy actually bought a new computer. I bought a new camera and a new microphone. We also discussed how we could literally.
Yeah, I brought a whole new system. Like this did not used to be.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
perfect.
There you go.
We also discussed how it could be more interactive, so people like couldn't just see our faces, but they will be like, okay, so Softy is on the left side, there's his name on top, so people know, or below, and some links, so people can watch us on YouTube or Twitter or wherever, if they want more info. And now we are at this point. We know, like, this is what works, this is what we like. But I'm pretty sure in the future we're gonna add some stuff. Pretty sure. But I like this. I like this feedback that I get from either viewers or other streamers or just random people that watch, my friends, whoever.
Exactly.
I like that. I'm not like, no, this sucks. I'm not doing it myself. Sure, I am doing it myself, but at the same time, I'm listening to people, because people know. Some people really know what helps, what is good, what is not good, right?
Yeah, I think we should probably establish that why we're talking about streaming is because like this is kind of what we do in our free time. Like
Yeah,
we consider streaming like part of our free time.
a
It's
big
not,
part.
Yeah, it's not our like freaking jobs.
Mhm.
At least like I don't aim for it to be a full-time job, but I do aim for it to be like something I take seriously. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we take it seriously, but it's not a job. Yeah,
yeah. But in
exactly.
as serious as you can have a hobby, really, like just it's a weird place to be. It's like in between a job and a hobby, where you want it to really do well, and you know how the ways you can make it do well.
Yeah,
Whereas like traditionally, what you do for hobbies is side interest, like a thing that you just do on the side, and it usually doesn't really go somewhere, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, streaming is, yeah, as you said, not a job, but I do want to be consistent. Because, like, I remember, I always compare myself when I stream with like a TV show I watch, and I'm like, okay, so if I don't stream right now as I'm supposed to, I cannot watch the TV show later because it's not worth it. I mean, I'm not worth watching. It's like it's not there. It's not on there today. It's gonna be next week again. I mean, sure, it does happen if you like have some problems. It does happen. That should be understandable. But try to be as consistent as you are. If you say you're gonna stream 3 days per week at the same hour, do it. Don't be like, oh, I don't feel, I'm too lazy today. No, do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah. Oh, you're just trying that with a fist now.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, okay. Do it. Okay, do it.
Because it does get easier, and if you really like talking, because streaming is basically just talking. You know, everybody likes playing video games all the time, right? But I think streaming is just talking for me. You know, just
Yeah,
interacting with people.
for me, it's more than talking. Like something about it is just more exciting.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
just more fun. Just knowing that potentially like someone could be out there watching and like having a good time along with you. Like even if they don't talk or chat at all, like as long as they're like enjoying the footage, like it some kind of adds something to experience, which is
yeah.
nice.
Know what I mean? Like if you play a video game by yourself and you're not streaming, you're gonna be quiet. Pretty sure, right?
Oh yeah. You're gonna be like making this face up.
If you do whatever, like a video game
You're
or
making
then
this
whatever, then
face.
you just speak. Even if you don't have a lot of viewers, you just know you're live, you're streaming. You need to say something after some while, right?
Yeah. And
That's like
also it
different.
kind of just makes you it makes you learn like this valuable skill about like making Twitch chat not Twitch chat, like just chat in general.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm cured. Oh, we're getting banned today. Okay.
This is gonna be
Alright.
cut out.
This is gonna be cut.
No,
Okay, dude.
no, 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 no,
Alright.
no, no.
Chat. So chat in general.
Yeah,
Like it just talking to chat with an empty room. That's like it's an art form in itself.
it
And it's
is.
really like cool watching yourself like learn how to like even if chat isn't talking back to you,
Yeah,
making it fun to watch and making it like a really exciting thing. It's
yeah.
also like an art. You talking to me is art. No, your art. Your
Oh,
art, chat. Your art.
but I'll give you an example, Softy. I'll give you an example. When I started streaming, my first stream was like this. Hey guys. Uh, so today, I'm gonna play. What am I gonna play? Uh, you know, the first stream. You have no idea what the fuck you're doing. You're
Oh yeah.
right. You have
Mm.
nothing to say. Even if you just want to play a simple game, you literally just don't know what you're doing. After like let's
Well,
say four
I
months
think
here and then more, I've established
um
I'm a little bit easier now, right?
yeah, yeah, I get it, but like for me, I came into this kind of knowing like the culture behind chat, like just in general, but like I only knew about like Twitch chat really because a lot of the content that I used to watch was really centered around like YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah,
I didn't know better than that.
yeah,
Then eventually I figured like if there are indie websites where you can like basically watch videos like YouTube and there are indie websites for like literally everything else, like music, right? Surely there has to be an indie website for streaming. So that's why I eventually learned like there's more to a lot of like the industry than you think.
yeah.
And there's a lot of potential for like just people who what do you call it? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Where were we again? Where were we?
People who are
Like before we were talking about like content creators. Oh right.
yeah.
Right. My point is that like I kind of knew how to behave on stream and like what was the
Oh,
do's and the don'ts and the like yeah and the um kind of like the memes and stuff basically what you can say what is maybe a bit more like edgy and what's like really good for like just making chat more like hyped up for you.
yeah.
I understood that because I've been watching things for the longest time. Yeah.
So see, I just learned from caffeine and you guys, especially you, Softy, as well. Um,
I've always wondered what it was like, so I gave it a try and
yeah,
I kind of just took more naturally to it, I guess. Like I kind of feel not nostalgic. I kind of miss like what I used to feel like when I came to streams because genuinely I just felt like the sweetest like happiness from chat. Like it was really nice
yeah,
at the start. Like now I kind of I don't feel bitter or anything. It's just a more mellow sort of mood. Like it's just chill out. Like I
yeah,
don't. I kind of feel neutral to it. I don't feel like an overwhelming like just shot of like sugar straight to my chest. You know what I mean?
hmm,
So yeah, I don't know what's changed, but like I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm comfortable in my own stream.
yeah.
I think is
That
like what I have to say about that.
that's what I learned,
Yeah,
and also to be yourself.
yeah.
Just do whatever you do normally. Don't pretend to be anything. Just talk normally, act normally.
Oh yeah. At the start, I had trouble doing that as well. Like
Yeah,
I was forcing myself to be like way more cutesy and stuff like that than
yeah,
I actually was. Like most of the time, I'm kind of just a little shit that like well basically like say like really dumb stuff. Like I can be a very asshole like just I don't want to do anything. I want to sit in bed. Fuck you, sort of person. But like generally, I do still like at the end of the day, I go out and like do stuff with you if you like really need a company and stuff like that.
yeah,
I prefer that over like just being in bed and doing like games.
yeah,
I'm not stubborn enough to just like say no to you directly. It's just I'll do a lot of like just a banter with you basically. I will be a little shit and I will eat your food, but I
I
will
will
I
be a
will
little
buy
shit.
I will buy you pizza afterwards. I will empty out your entire fridge, but I will eat pizza afterwards.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, so like for me, spending, especially lately, whenever I have some free time,
Oh, honey, but with snuggles. But with snuggles, pineapple.
I either play World of Warcraft because I have a nice guild again and I have nice friends and I feel safe and secure there, and that's why I liked, if somebody, if you play or do something that you play that you feel comfortable about, you're gonna do it for a long time, right? And also Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays I'm here because I just can't wait. Whenever it's like Monday, I'm like, oh man, 2 more days until I stream. This sucks, and I don't have time to stream. I'm just, whenever I have like 5 minutes, I think about, oh, there's still Monday. And even then, like when Wednesday comes, and Wednesdays are usually not that crowded because it's like during the week, I'm still like, even if I'm alone, I'm just like, oh, I'm in front of my PC, I'm playing a game, I'm talking to myself, I'm having fun, you know? That's all that matters to me. That nothing more matters to me. And if somebody does pop up and say like, hello, I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing, man? And I'm like excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like it when the very first person pops up the stream. It always makes me
Yeah.
light up.
I'm really
It's
happy.
it's always a really nice feeling.
Yeah.
For me, it's more that like sometimes I view it as like another lecture I have to do at the end of the day. Like I sometimes catch myself thinking like, then like I realize like as soon as I like start the stream, I really feel like, oh, okay, dude, I'm totally just like gonna have a really nice like I stop like being in work mode basically.
Yeah.
It's a really nice change, and like I need it in my days because like having this social component, like I know you can't talk about everything, but like you can bitch about your professor if you want to, so it's nice. Also, you can bitch about your homework.
Podcasting
That's nice.
coming. We are talking about
So yeah.
softest teachers. Woohoo!
Whoa! No, no. To be honest, like most of my
Boring.
teachers are nice. Most of my teachers are nice,
Most.
but like there is one who's like okay, but like she's not teaching me this year anymore. So it's good.
Oh.
It's alright. There's one male teacher who's like he's not bad, but like I think most of the students there are like basically there to like see him as eye candy compared to like what he's actually there to do, which is teach. So yeah,
Right.
a lot of them freaking love how he looks like, and I don't blame them. I understand. I totally get it. But like, I'm not there to like stare at him and like watch his freaking like hair switch back and forth. Thank you very much. It's like, oh, oh,
Boy
God.
in red. Red. Teacher in red. Sorry.
He is a nice teacher though. Like we basically had online lecture a couple of weeks ago,
Right.
and he actually like held the room really well. And I was one of the little shits who kept just like doing the like they had buttons for you to like basically show happy, sad, confused,
Yeah.
scared, right? I kept spamming all of them throughout the lecture.
Okay.
Like not the entire way, but I mean like whenever he asked to raise your hand, I just like spammed all of them. And it's like he actually could like handle it like his banter. So it's cool. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Just have a bit of banter. That's what we call in Britain. It's just like just shitting on your friends and like you shitting on them and then they shit on you again. It's like that's banter. That's basically banter for us. I don't like abundantly enjoy doing it to like people
Yeah.
who don't get it, but like to the Brits, like you know how bad you freaking you freaking rip into each other. It's actually vicious.
So
But
that's
then at the end of the day, you still go out and like have drink.
so that's what what you meant earlier when you said English are little shits. All right. It all makes sense now. It all makes
They're
sense
all
now.
grumpy little shits. We really are.
Yeah, they
And
banter each other.
they make time for each other to bitch about other people.
Oh, nice.
That's what I've learned. It's like if you go to like the proper like countryside in England, they just literally just make time with each other to bitch about other people, and then they go back onto like work. It's like
You know,
I don't feel any relief. I don't feel any stress relief from this, but okay, I guess it works for you.
you know, uh, you know how people call countryside in England?
This is a pun.
Huh?
I swear to God, if this is a pun,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Do you know how people in England call countryside?
What? How do they call countryside?
Scotland.
Ah,
Got him.
wasn't even a pun. You didn't even use
How?
any words,
I
man.
thought you were gonna see
It
this
wasn't
one.
even a second meaning to it.
I
It's
know, but I thought you were gonna see this
Scotland.
one.
Ah,
Got him. Now I can die happy today.
bad joke.
Bad jokes are bad.
You're a dad joke.
That
You're a dad joke.
I'm a dad joke.
Yeah, you are.
I am. Okay. All right, DJ.
Oh
Thanks for
God.
being here. Have fun. Hope you enjoyed it. So yeah. I don't know if there's much more to talk about free time because we don't have much free time. Um,
I mean, I like basically I have minimal free time. Like if I didn't have the, I would not be fucking. I would not be sick. I would not be
yeah,
on stream as well. Like I wouldn't be doing streams
yeah.
if I didn't have the free time I do during my days. I wouldn't be doing any of this. So yeah.
So I think it's a good time to actually end it because it's gonna go on forever, and I'm the guy who edits stuff, so I get
Oh
screwed
my
over.
God. All
Um,
right. Yeah. Can we just like really quick talk about like your like your side of like just hobbies, I guess. Like, cause everyone knows like passionate about cubes and passionate about like um photography maybe, and then like independent content. Like that's what I do anyway. Like what are the hobbies you do besides like outdoor stuff?
the hobbies I do.
Yeah, besides like playing games, outdoor stuff. Cause like most streamers, if you're streaming, like you kind of like games as a hobby at some point. Yeah.
So I wanna say sex, but uh, I mean it could be a
Yeah,
hobby, right?
I mean, yeah, I know people who do it as a hobby. I mean, it's
But no,
weird.
I
It's
know.
weird to like think of it in the same way as outdoor stuff, and also
You can
like
have sex
when you
outdoors,
can.
man.
But if you can do it regularly and you can do it as an art form, applause to you. You can make yourself consistently just like beautiful every single day. Like
Hobbies. Oh, I got one. Puzzles.
which puzzles?
You know those pictures that you put together.
Oh, jigsaw ones.
Jigsaws, yeah. Those one I love those. I always make
Mm.
at least once per like 2 to 3 months. Big ones like 1,000 or 2,000 ones, 2,000 pieces. So they keep me entertained, and I usually like doing nature because it's really
Mm.
hard. Nature is really hard to do, especially if you. I'm literally working. Probably gonna make a picture later, but I'm working on a cliff. Like it's a hiking spot, That's what we were discussing. But dude, like half of the picture is just like mountains, and it's like brown, gray, and it looks the same all the time, and it's really hard to actually know where it goes in. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard people do puzzles like jigsaw puzzles that literally have nothing on them. Like they've done just monocolor puzzles.
Really?
And the pieces are like some 50s, 60s, around that range. It's actually crazy. I've seen like
Okay.
really get into it.
Interesting.
And like it's an interesting side of puzzle solving, I think.
So another thing that I'm doing lately, involuntarily I might add, is a couple of women have told me to go on a website, on a dating website, and start looking for a girlfriend.
Really?
So I'm doing that in my free time before I go
I
to
don't
bed.
know about that, mate.
Hey, people, like, I have a few female friends, and they all know me very well, and they all say
No,
that.
what I mean is like LAN party. Like are you gonna what are you gonna for like actual drinks?
Sorry?
Are you gonna invite her over for like actual drinks? Like what with the pandemic going on?
No. I'm just like online looking at girls and just talking to them online. No. But they forced me to make it, and now I have like literally a thing that I do when I have some free time. I literally talk to people. Girls usually. Women. Sorry, women.
Pineapple is more upset that you just use little to describe the
What? More than this?
girlfriend as well.
What?
Like why do you use the word little to describe that? Are they little to you? Are they little people?
I should do it. What?
No, why are you describing girls with the word little? That's kind of the question here.
No, because girls. Okay, so this is what I think about girls. Girls are not like little, but I mean girls are 25 minus years for me, and I don't look at those anymore. I want to have like a mature woman. So girls are like that. What was in like high school or faculty at most, but then they become women. So 25 and above, they're women. That's what I'm looking for. I don't mean girls as in like 18 minus. Hell no. No way. Never. If I was the last person on earth with a teenage girl and she wanted to have sex with me, not gonna happen. Probably just bite my head off or something.
You bite your own head off.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that actually. I like to see
sake.
someone try that, honestly. Biting your own head off.
And this is how the podcast goes to shit.
Someone bite their own head off, please, chat.
And this is how the podcast goes to shit.
Yeah, stop.
God damn it.
One of our viewers actually said done.
What do you do? So Softy, what do you do in your free time? Oh, I ate my head off.
Yeah, I sometimes just like munch on my own body parts. It's fine. So what everyone else does.
No.
You get hurt or anything.
No. I don't eat my head off in my free time.
It's safe to do. It's just like once you eat it, it just grows back, right? That's how like the same parts of your body are just going back in your body.
Just so you know, your second head is not a hydra, okay? Just saying. Just so you know.
Oh no, I don't assume it's a hydra. I just mean like, it's the same parts of you going back into your body. Like,
yeah, but if you bite it off, it's not gonna come back.
No, that's how it works.
No. That's not how it works, my friend.
Why don't you try it then? I mean, like, you're trying to disprove me, so you might as well try it.
I like both of my heads. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I think
it's time to end this podcast.
I think we should biting your own hands off.
But
best hobbies.
before we stop, as in recording this podcast, I do have an announcement, which I'm pretty sure Softy knows about, but it is time. It is time we go one step above. We were here. It's time to go up here, right? It is time. So next month, at the end of May, I don't know what the topic is gonna be. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you guys because screw you. I'm kidding. But we don't know. We don't know yet. But whatever it's gonna be, we can tell you that there is gonna be a surprise in the form of a guest. We're gonna have a guest. Don't know who, don't know what, but there's gonna be a guest. Promise. So more entertaining, more people to see, more people to talk to, more heads to bite off. Alright, I'm done.
What's the last bit? Oi! Chat, you heard that? You heard that?
No, they didn't hear
He's
anything.
gonna bite people's heads off. He's gonna bite our guests off, okay?
Yeah.
I don't condone this. I'm just saying, step away from the monitor if you don't want to get hurt.
Hands up.
No, not you, not you.
Mouth up.
You're the one who's doing the biting. Like, you step, chat, everyone just step away from the monitor.
And
so
I
you don't
step
bite your head
closer.
off.
I see.
Fuck.
Alright. So thanks, guys. We're still gonna be here. We might actually do something else because I still have some time. But thanks for being here. It was not like one of the best that we had because we didn't have time to prepare, and the topic was a little bit too broad to actually narrow it down.
And also, like, I mean,
Yeah.
It's whatever you do in your free time. Like, it's fine. It's fine to talk about anything.
Exactly. And this is what we do. Even if we prepare, let's talk about hobbies, we end up talking about other stuff. Yeah.
And then like that.
We're just having.
What we did is like go like that, and then.
If you guys haven't noticed yet, we're just having fun. We don't care. Even if we go off topic for like 360, we don't care. We're just having fun. And that's the main reason we're doing this podcast. Not because of the topics, but because of fun.
I've heard worse.
You've heard worse?
Yeah, I've heard worse.
Okay. Alright, well, stay tuned, guys. Stay here, guys. We're still not gonna go, but we're just gonna stop recording. So thanks for being here. Me and Softy, we love you guys. Thank you very much.
Our hands.
And we will see you on next podcast at the end of May. Stay. What do we say? Okay, we do this, yeah, but
stay safe.
Stay safe.
Wash your hands.
Wash your. Don't bite heads off.
Love your own head. Love your own hands.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.